Morning, guys. Happy Monday. Excited for this week. Feeling pretty fresh. Got a pretty good night of sleep. Getting the morning routine pretty locked in. Basically what I do, wake up, brush my teeth, of course. Make a water with just the sodium, potassium, magnesium packet. That seems to be doing pretty well to reduce my cramping. And then I go outside and I make sure I get some sunlight in my face. I actually try and just look at the sun a little bit. I don't think there's any better way to get up and start your circadian rhythm for the day than just going outside. I used to not do that, and I think I really messed myself up. Going to bed late and not getting any sunlight in the morning is just a recipe for disaster. Anyway, then I come back in. I've been doing my meditation and my reading, and next up is the workout. So yeah, think about that. If you get that done every single day before you go to work, and you compare that against someone who just wakes up, looks at their phone immediately, maybe takes a minute to roll out of bed, brushes their teeth, goes and eats a sugary breakfast. In my opinion, that's just a way to set yourself up for failure. Maybe they keep scrolling all morning long until they actually go to work. That's just two fundamentally different paths that you can take for your day. All right, excited to get to work. I got to go put my agents to work for me. I want to talk a little bit about AI. I use AI a lot. AI is a very in-your-face topic these days because it's just what is happening. It's very profound in nature. You could almost look at it as an evolution of human consciousness. We've trained it on all of human knowledge, and now it's just out there trying to become this artificial intelligence that really is threatening, and this is why people are afraid of it. It's moving in on our territory a little bit, right? And how we think, and a lot of our jobs just involve going and sitting in an office and thinking with a computer. And these AIs kind of seem to be overlapping with that quite a bit. And there's two ways to take that. You can be really pessimistic and fear-based and think that it's going to just take all the jobs and all the control is going to be centralized by governments and companies, and we're not going to have any chance as individuals. But that's just one story. There are other stories. There's other ways this can go. And it's very empowering for every individual who learns to wield it. I'm a perfect example. I used it to help build a company, something that I had been dreaming about doing my whole life, and now it exists, and I can say very confidently that it only exists because of AI. It did all the coding for me. So yeah, the world is built by optimists, and so it pays to be optimistic, and there's really two ways you can view it, but I would recommend you put the optimistic lens on. And if you want some help with that, there's a couple podcasts I like to listen to. The one that I would definitely recommend the most is Moonshots, Peter Diamandis. Him and his team there, they do a really good job of keeping you up to date on what's happening, but also putting that optimistic, positive lens on it. And that's really powerful, I think. If you're more into markets and trading, like I am, big nerd with that, Jordy Visser is another guy who does a really good job of putting the positive, optimistic, and he actually uses it every day, so he knows how it works and what the limitations and possibilities of it are. So anyway, if you need some positive spin on AI today, I'd recommend checking those guys out. All right, guys, have a great Monday. Have a great week. Let's kill it. Love you. Peace.